equilibrium that can never be met, but because you're trying to roll up into a ball, this impossible ball, that's exactly what you do. You like roll. And my hand, your hand, reaches underneath the black of her blouse. And you've always been really bad at this. You've always been really bad at unhooking the bra. But like on this particular night, just because you're Edward Norton, you're Bob Dylan, you're not any of those guys, you kind of just realize that's a weird game. You should never play that. And so you unhook her bra perfectly. You even think about the idea that that's some new record for you, but then you think that's bullshit. And then she is proud of you. She's so proud of you that she takes off the rest of her clothes herself. Every layer is like lighter than the previous one, and they all fall down like leaves from a tree. And then you're left with this perfect body. And Heather has the body of a swimmer. That doesn't mean she swims every day in like a pool full of chlorine in the purpose of looking good. I mean, Heather is gorgeous, but she has the body of a swimmer that knows the ocean, and I think that's the difference. Like her limbs, they sound like the ocean, and they're almost potentially always, they can always be wet if they wanted to. And so the swimmer is laying down in your bed, and then she asks you to come down. And then she pulls out a needle, a really long needle. And it's like kind of scary because you've never seen a needle like that before. It looks like a tiny sword, and she injects it in your abdomen, like this kind of small fat pocket you have in your stomach. And she kind of pushes it down so you can see the liquid go inside your body, inside your own blood and liquid. And you don't say much. She tells you it's a true serum. Like everything we're going to do now is going to be the honest truth. And then the only thing you talk about, you think about, the only thing you do is an orgasm. And then what is an orgasm? Richard, what is an orgasm? When Heather orgasms, it hurts you too. I mean, she orgasms like she possesses 1,000 eyes in the room. So there are like 1,000 million eyes in the room, and they all share this blank expression of ecstasy, And it's the same sort of ecstasy of like men who have won a revolution, like of men who like reclaim their country. And she exhales, because she feels good, and she orgasms like there's a house inside her, and there's 1,000 doors, and all the bells and all the wood is knocking, all at the same time, and it all vibrates and resonates inside her little head. And it's only because it's your one hand, because you're knocking, you're just knocking back and forth. And I don't know, man. I just thought that's something you should remember